My name's Stuart Shaklee. I go by Stu McFab when I'm on the radio. I do a Beatles show on 95.7 The Ridge once a week on Tuesdays. The show's called Fab Tuesday. I also work as an occupational therapy assistant at Rome Health and Rehab, which used to be Golden Living Center, but we've got new ownership and just recently changed our name.
What got you into the rehab business?
When I lived in Atlanta, in the up until about 2001, I was in the TV business, worked for Turner Broadcasting. I was in the record business, working for record stores and distributors, and then ended up moving up here and needed something new to do. Worked at Walmart third shift for a few years and decided I need to get back to school. And actually, my wife, I didn't even know what occupational therapy was. I knew about physical therapy and speech therapy, and she read an article about occupational therapy. She said, "You'd be good at this."
And you started back to school at what age?
I was 45 when I started and 48 when I graduated.
So never too late.
Never too late. Hopefully, I've done that my last time. But
what do you enjoy about that? What is
the main thing is it's one of those jobs where you truly help somebody. You just people come in, they've had knee operations, they've had strokes, they've had heart attacks, and it could be any number of things, broken bones, and they're hurting and they need some help, and that's what we do. We help them, and you make friends with them along the way. And it's just, there's nothing more gratifying than having somebody come in that's just really, really struggling. And in a few weeks or a few months, they walk out of there or roll out of there and they're happy, they're grateful. And, I see folks that I've worked with all the time out in the community, and they're always thankful for everybody there. And I'm sure all the other facilities in town too. It's just kind of, that's basic stuff.
And then you kept pedaling in the radio business. Why do that?
Well, I've always loved it, and you and I worked together for a few years doing a sports show and a little bit of news, and always wanted to be a disc jockey, and I never really had that opportunity when I first moved up here, and then got to be kind of friends with the Davis family, and they had an opportunity. They started a Monday through Friday lunchtime specialty show each day of the week, and as they expanded that, they said, "We're thinking about doing a Beatles show on Tuesday. Would you be interested?" And I'm a huge Beatles fan, and they knew it. And so I've been doing the Beatles show for about 4 years now.
So when you're not wearing scrubs or a headphone, what do you do with your time?
Well, I live out in the country, out towards Alabama, and my wife and I just enjoy the peace and quiet.
After moving from Atlanta to Rome, what is it about that Rome that you said this is the area that we want to settle down and this is where we want to make our...
Well, initially we were just looking for some nice mountain property, and we found a really good deal on some, and then thought we'd just build a house eventually, and we started working on it with no real plans. Corporate takeover where I worked in Atlanta, lost my job, needed someplace to go, and we camped on our property for couple of months. We finished building the house and loved the peace and quiet. And then once I got here, the two things I missed the most were Braves baseball and the music scene. And a few years after we were here, the Rome Braves came up, and as I've been here, I've met lots and lots of the musicians, and this is an incredibly talented and diverse area for musicians. It's a stunning how much good musical talent there is in this area. So, and most of the folks play early in the evening, so you can actually go see it. And Atlanta, is opening act comes on at 10, 11 o'clock, and you go home at 4 in the morning, and you could actually stop by a little club on Broad Street and see a musician from 8 to 9 o'clock and be in bed at 10. So.
All right, plug your show on the radio. Where can they find you? What time can they find you? When they can find you?
Every Tuesday from noon to 1 o'clock. The show is called Fab Tuesday, and I've got a Facebook presence, Stu McFab, on the 95.7 The Ridge Facebook page, and you can listen to us online on the TuneIn Radio app or at www.theridge957.com. And we do an hour of Beatles every week, and you think, well, how much Beatles can there be? There's lots of it. Solo stuff, related stuff, outtakes, and there's plenty.